Hi, it's Dave T here, just back from the 2025 Motorhome and Caravan show at the NEC. And this year was a bit different as we got up extra early so that I could get a look around before the show opened to the public. Now, in my pre-show video, I asked if people wanted me to look at anything in particular, and Car or Venture, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, asked me if I could look at some transverse bed caravans. So that was the first order of the day. Now, I've actually made a slightly longer version of these look-arounds, which I'll link above. But for now, here's a summary of my look at the Bailey Bologna, Vigo, and the Coachman VIP 575. The Unicorn Deluxe Vigo, single axle, not the 8 foot, that's the 7 foot 5. The Bailey Unicorn Deluxe Vigo. Nice. Looks very nice. That is absolutely enormous, and that's a large freezer compartment as well. Yeah, the bed would pull out, I won't do it because we've got it all tucked in, but the bed will pull out further. Lots of storage in there, so it's wet heating. It's nice. I'm not sure when this bed pulls out, you'd probably still be able to get past that, but sliding door, which makes sense. Very nice, plenty of space. I like what they've done with the shower. I'm not sure if that would come out on the camera. The sink is a good design. We had the old kind of oval type. Yeah, this is probably a better sink. So you've got plenty of storage in there for hanging stuff. I'd say massive, absolutely massive fridge there. Very nice van. Now we come on to the twin axle. Now twin axles personally I prefer because they tow better. And this though is in the 8 foot wide category. So this is going to be much bigger inside. I have mixed views on this in terms of this front lounge. With the 8 foot van, the difference is drastic in terms of space. And as I say, it's great, but the only concern I'd have is towing it. But it is nice, the space. Again, you've got the very large fridge freezer, and the bathroom, because of the width they've got, again you've got a sliding door, which is fine. You've got a cupboard here, so the toilet is then, not in a bad way, tucked away around the corner there. Little cupboard above the toilet. It has a flush tank as opposed to running from the main water system, which is fine. Large walk-in shower, plenty of space in there. So you've got hooks here for towels, lots more cupboard space. Yeah, so once again, this is the Pegasus Black Edition Bologna. Pronounce that right. Very well appointed. So I've been reliably informed there are no Bailey Cintras here today. So I'm going to go and have a look at the Coachman that they wanted me to look at. And then I'll have a think about it and decide what my views are between those three different vans. So this is the Coachman VIP 575, 37,870, and this is a 7 foot 7. Standard kind of front end. Style wise, I'd say it's slightly more dated. I do like that kind of cast iron type grille, nice touch. That is an enormous sink. More traditional fridge, but it's also low down, so you're going to have to kneel down to get to it. So if kneeling is not your thing, then the two Baileys we've looked at least are going to have it in terms of fridge. It's a 7 foot 7, which is going to be more practical in terms of going to smaller sites, going down narrow country lanes, stuff like that. Wet heating, same as the others, so it's very similar from that point of view. Nice shower. That's plenty of space for a shower. I think this one was fairly good on payload as well. One thing people don't ever think about is payload on caravans. It's still fairly spacious. I suspect with this one, when the bed is out, you're going to struggle more to get round because it's on 7.7 body. Plenty of cupboard space there. This one. Right, so Jane and Ian prefer this one mainly because of the front lounge, which is more functional. I tend to agree with them. I think those C lounges are a bit weird. But Jane doesn't like the kind of net curtains. And yeah, I kind of go along with that, I think. Now, one of the things I enjoy about going to the show is catching up with some of the brands I've got to know over the past few years. So after a brief chat with the team at Roma Batteries, expect more off-grid related content working with them in the future, and also catching up with the team at Peg, it was off to check for the next item on my list, which was to confirm or deny a prediction I'd made about Swift's Trekker XL 2026 model. So I'm looking for the Trekker XL because I think they're going to have changed something. If they haven't changed it, I think they're going to have a problem. But I'm not sure if they have or not. Okay, so standing next to the Trekker XL from Swift, and I had a guess that they were going to change something. I've just had a sneaky look, and I think I'm right, because if you're going to look around at the back, previously it was drawers underneath the bed, which was crap for storage. So that's the issue. Got drawers. Yeah. Yeah, I was just talking to a couple that was sitting in there looking at it. First van they looked at, and they were saying there's nowhere to stow your stuff. And no, there isn't. Basically, the bed on the left-hand side at the back, the passenger side at the back, has a frame, like a standard like slatted bed, but it's doubled over, so it takes up much more height. And then they put drawers underneath, and the other side is full up of all of the services, so water tank, battery, the electrical system and stuff like that. So there's literally no storage on the other side. So I thought they'd have changed it on the passenger side to at least get rid of the drawers, but they haven't. So yeah, it's still a no for me on that one. Now back to finding products, another channel viewer, Robert Stedman, set me an interesting challenge to find, quote, the biggest table that takes up the smallest room. Now packing items such as tables and chairs is always a challenge, and looking around I found two options, one of which we actually already own. Now if you have storage space for long, narrow items, I'd highly recommend something like the titanium Axia from Brunner, which is what we have. It's available in different sizes, with the largest still fairly lightweight at about 7 kilo, and it packs to about 122 centimeters long by 18 by 17 centimeters square. They are, however, a little bit more on the hassle side to set up. Now, if on the other hand your storage is shorter and flatter, then a briefcase table like this one, which has a folding top, is a great solution. Now this model is distributed by PJ Outdoors, and the top folded in half to reduce the packing size, and was particularly nice as it had sprung-loaded leg sections for easy levelling. Unfortunately, I can't actually find the exact same model online, which is something to bear in mind when visiting a show. If you see something on sale, don't assume that you'll be able to find it online later. But there are other similar tables, so I hope, Robert, you found that helpful. One of the advantages of going to something like a show is that you get to see not just products, but also organisations that you would otherwise wouldn't find. For example, there's a Bailey's Owners Club, and here's club chairman Alan Bannister to explain just what they do. So it's 3 o'clock. I've been up since about 5:30, so it's starting to run on empty, but I did meet a nice couple who run I believe they run the Bailey Owners Club. So I thought, I did say to them, I'll pop back and see if they want to tell people about what the Bailey Owners Club is about. So going to find them, and what we're probably about to see next is some people from the Bailey Owners Club telling you all about the Bailey Owners Club.
Good afternoon, I'm Alan Bannister, and I'm the chair of the Bailey Owners Club. Rallying organisation based in the UK. We rally all over Europe, mainly in the UK, mainly weekend rallies from a weekend through to a couple of weeks. Every 2 years we're invited down to the Bailey factory for a works visit. This year we are having our Premier One rally will be a trip to Denmark and Sweden of a month. The club was founded in 1970. I personally joined in 81 and I've been a member ever since. You have to have a Bailey leisure vehicle, i.e. campervan, motorhome or caravan to become a member. We charge £20 for the year. If you join at the show, you get a £10 voucher to offset against the rally. Very good value for money. As little as £10 a night, as much as probably 25. So it's very cheap rallying. A lot of our rallies are off-grid, so it's less than £20.
What would you say is the biggest reason to join the club?
Friendship, enjoying yourselves. You meet new people every time you're out. You meet somebody new, but you also meet friends from years ago.
Now, last but definitely not least is a chance encounter I had with a brand I have actually dealt with before, but has a new product that's possibly a game changer for us personally, and also just generally for small to medium-sized campervans and motorhomes in general. Now, those of you that follow my channel will know that for years we've used a lock and level airbag system for leveling our twin axle caravan. Now, the campervan we purchased last year has a very expensive and very nice leveling system, but for reasons that will be revealed in a future video, we may be looking at an alternative way to level our campervan. Now, by sheer chance, Lock and Level have now released a new system designed specifically for vans and campervans. And here's Andrew from Lock and Level to introduce it.
Hi, this is our new Lock and Level for motorhomes and campervans. This is designed to be compact and easy to store away. When it comes to use it, directly replaces your ramps that are incredibly difficult to use normally. You drive onto it while it's flat. Attach a compressor and pump it up. Gives you up to 5.5 inches of lift on a 3.5 ton van or less. Super easy to use, super easy to store. Available now.
So that's another year and another show over, and as usual, whether you are looking to change your van or just in the market for some accessories, it's well worth a visit. Once again, there were some beautiful vans and caravans on show from the main manufacturers. Whilst in terms of innovation, it's generally the smaller firms that seem to be moving our pastime forward. I hope you found this video helpful or at least interesting, and if you have, then please do hit that like button. And if you're interested in seeing other videos I make, especially future reviews of things like the new leveler from Lock and Level, then please subscribe to my channel and hit that bell icon. That way you'll be sure to not miss any new videos I post. But most of all, thanks for watching.